Welcome back to the broadcast. Well, Grain Restaurant is located in the Park Cities Hilton, and it uses fresh Texas ingredients to create their very delicious recipes. They're also a part of DFW Restaurant Week. I love Restaurant Week, don't you?
Yes.
And they're serving up a special menu at a special price. So here to tell us more is Executive Chef James Musick, and you are making apple pie.
We are doing a rustic whiskey apple pie
Ooh,
today.
one of my
even favorites.
Okay. And the best part about the pie, you can't go wrong with a little bit of Jim Beam, right? So
And I feel like apple pie is kind of hard to mess up if you get the dough right.
It's a classic. This particular, the one that we use, I use something very similar to what would be considered a streusel topping.
Oh, that's
Don't necessarily use a dough in this one. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take a little bit of our whole butter. I love whole butter. That's the ticket.
And these are green apples?
Take a few of these Granny Smith, these green apples, yes.
So you get that real tart.
That's right. Take a few of these, and we're going to let these guys cook down. These guys cook down for a little bit.
Now I was going to say, do you want to keep them a little crispy, or do you want them a little soft and sautéed?
I like to keep them crisp because I don't like them mushy. I didn't grow up with mushy apple pie. Okay. I like the apple. The apples should be crisp.
Now, where did you grow up?
I grew up in South Philadelphia.
I can hear it. I was going to say.
When people ask me that, I tell them I grew up on the other side of Texas.
How much of growing up in Philadelphia affects your menu choices?
There's certain things that we like to do here that I can't necessarily get the ingredients that I'd like to get. And for instance, bread's one of them. Bread's just a very tough thing to get here.
Really?
Bread? Bread as far as the actual rolls that they use for the cheesesteaks and things like that.
You can only get that in Philly.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen down here. And we've tried, and we still do a nice version. I've got one on the menu that we do. So it's a pretty good one.
Okay, so what's the difference between? I know we're a little off topic. What's the difference between the bread here and the bread in Philly?
It's just a different. We don't have that nice crust. I don't know if it's the altitude here in Texas or not, but we don't. We don't have that nice, crispy outside, French bread type of texture. So
I just thought y'all just kept it a secret because you want to keep, that Philly steak cheese.
No, that's that. What do we do there? What is it? The cheese whiz.
Wait,
cheese whiz they use.
Hold up, this is a really important part.
Oh, this is a very important part. So what we do here, we take a little bit of our friend Jim here. Jim's always good, and we want to watch here.
All right.
Oh, yeah. And we'll let
that smells so yummy.
Now, this is one of the Restaurant Week desserts. There are others, though, right?
Correct. We've got a couple different ones off the top of my head. I'm trying to think. We've got this one. I've got a chocolate cake. I've got a peach and blackberry cobbler, which is phenomenal.
And the peaches this time of year.
Peaches this time of year are great. Texas has such a short growing season, unfortunately. So a lot of the Texas peaches, they're not necessarily in season right now. Right. So they're a little bit tough, but there's still some good ones out there. And those are the ones that we're trying to focus on.
So you're going to do your cinnamon and nutmeg and all that stuff?
That's it. All that good stuff. We let that bourbon cook down a little bit. Get a little bit of brown sugar in there.
Gosh, it smells good.
We use a little bit of cloves.
Don't you miss the kitchen segments?
I was going to say, I kind of miss these kitchen segments.
A little bit of ginger. Clove.
You said that was clove?
Yes. Look.
And you make each of these desserts individually, right?
Everything goes individual.
Oh, wow. Made to order.
Beautiful. We did the redfish last hour, if you missed that, and that recipe will also be on our website. And besides the redfish and apple pie, what are some of the other things on your restaurant?
The redfish, apple pie, we've got some great great steaks that come locally to us, ribeye, filet mignon. There is, we've got a great bone-in chicken breast on the menu this time around. It's about 5 or 6 different, items, and trying to utilize the local seasonal produce, that kind of thing. So we're excited about it. We love doing this. We love having the people out. These guys here, basically,
Look at that.
Yeah,
Now, do
these
you finish
guys-
this in the oven or anything, or this is just?
I finished this in the oven. As a matter of fact, I've got one in right behind you there.
Ooh, let's.
And
Oh, I
I'm
see.
going to go ahead and pull.
Would you like me to pull that out?
You can do that in the bottom there.
Oh, there
Okay.
it is. Oh, it looks yummy.
Okay, and
Got
it's
it,
hot.
Lisa?
Yes, I think so.
There you go.
Oh,
There we
beautiful.
go,
Okay,
sweet.
we got to wrap this up. That is so pretty. We're going to go
That's
ahead and
what you
take a
get.
bite. But when the broadcast comes back, it is table settings designed and created with unique vintage finds. We'll show you how to take antique and shabby chic ideas and make these beautiful tablescapes.
Beautiful.